that musicians use, I think they don't realize that they don't even need. They just are like, oh, that's how it is in music. That's what I want to change. I want to, yeah, I don't know exactly.
It eliminates the executive influence. It eliminates the corporate mindset. It eliminates that because there's always going to be a person that wants you to make a decision that's better for you financially. Whereas like your instincts are guiding you towards this artistic decision.
Yeah.
And anytime those people get in the mix, they fuck everything up.
I'll give you a great example. It's like the only like call out on here that's negative that I'll say at all is that just to show like how stuck in the mud the industry is and how much I think it's going to change in the near future is leading up to the Scornful release, me and Draven had went back and found about 30 or 40 people who just without us even knowing who they were, made the Richmond reaction videos, and they were a big part of the push of it, especially long term, you know, like people on TikTok and stuff that had made these videos. And so I own 100% of my publishing, you know, all the music's mine. Thankfully, I have my own label technically that collects the money, but you have to use a publishing administration deal in order to collect money like overseas. I don't know if you're familiar,
no,
if it's the same in comedy, but like, yeah, most any musician, whether you're independent or you're with somebody, you have to have some kind of pub admin. And it's basically somebody that goes and helps you collect publishing money from basically mostly from overseas is the way I understand, like all these obscure places that money exists. So Warner Chappell does it for me for 9%, right? So they go collect all the stuff. They keep 9% of it. They're the same to me as if I had a commercial landscaping company managing a property for me. So all I asked them to do was, hey, Warner Chappell, this 6-foot square of grass where all these reaction videos exist, just please whitelist these people so they don't get copyrighted. I want them to actually make the money they make on the Scornful reaction videos, you know? Like I don't feel right if they're going to go and make a Scornful Woman reaction video or play drums over it or whatever. I don't want to take 50% of what, you know what I mean? Just don't copy, just whitelist them. And it should have been, okay, great, good idea, you know? Instead, they just said, we can't do that, but it's for your protection. So
because they wanted the money.
So
did they get a percentage? Or they on a how do they get paid?
Well, yeah, they take 9% off of what I get.
They don't want.
But I tried to explain to them, well, no, like in the business sense, I even counter-argued them, and I was like, well, let's think about it in the business sense. This little bit of money, right, that you're not going to collect off these reaction videos will generate who knows how much traffic to the music, which is worth the money you really want. And it shouldn't matter anyway. It's not their shit to decide on. It's mine. It's the same thing as if I hired a guy to cut the grass at my commercial property and said, don't cut the 6-foot square. And they're like, no, we're cutting it. We're cutting all the grass and it's for your. So I had to get my attorney involved and spend like $4,000. And they whitelisted them for 30 days. And so I'm like, okay, like that's why all of you industry people are like, so, you know, it's like, that's why this is happening. That's why it's like, I don't know, just they don't care at all about the little guy or the people who are like doing all the work. I just picture all these like stinky librarian type old people sitting around a table like, rah, rah, rah. And you know, they can make all this money and make all these horrible decisions and pour all these millions of dollars into songs that don't work. And it doesn't matter because it's just like it's not their, they don't care. They're getting their big salary. And
yeah.
So yeah, it's just, even in the most minuscule relationships I've had in Nashville, I get resistance and pushback and like, I don't know, like, why wouldn't they want me to whitelist those 30 people? It's just little stupid stuff like that I've constantly dealt with. So I've just decided now, like, I just don't want to do anything in the music. Like, I don't even need to be in the music business, like, in that sense, you know? I write my songs, I record them, I go do my shows and have fun, but I don't even need to follow any of the model of what like a traditional musician, artist person would have done.
You definitely don't need
10
to
years
financially.
ago, you know?
You don't need to do it that way. It's not necessary. And you have the right mindset, is that all those reaction videos will just get more people to listen to your music. That's fact.
But those are real. Those people were like real fans who went and did it not because they were trying to get traffic or money or whatever. They just like liked it and wanted to push it. And so the least I can do is not take 50% of their stuff. And like it just, but isn't that crazy that it's like there's nobody's ever done that, I guess, like before. They were just acting like that was just the craziest thing in the world. So I ended up releasing this Scornful song through a company called Sound On, which is like the music distribution side of TikTok, which seems like something I would never want to do, but they give me the flexibility to go and do all the, they don't care because they're not music industry people. They're just social media people. So I uploaded it through them basically. So I own all 100% of the rights. It's all my stuff. I don't have any deals or records or labels or anything, but they push it to the streaming services for me and they do all the stuff. So that way I'm not even having to use a music company to push my music. I can kind of just not even be there at all, not
That's
even be in
amazing.
Nashville at all. That's the goal, is just to get. And so now that I've got data from, since Richmond basically, and have learned a lot, my goal long term is I'm going to always put new music out and write stuff, and but it's going to come in spurts, and there'll be times where people won't see a lot of me, but I'm going to be in the background with other people. I want to help. I want to find these people on TikTok that have 100 followers, but I know that they've got what it takes, and get with Draven and some of these other people I've met and help them write some really good songs and record them and put them out and push them. And just I would love to plant 10 or 15 people into music, give them everything I can give them to push them forward and make that way it doesn't feel like I'm the guy in the